Hey guys, welcome back to another video, where today I'm going to show you how you can build this extremely simple and efficient piglin bartering farm for Minecraft 1.16.3 and above. But if you'd like to skip straight to the tutorial, there will be timestamps in the description below, as well as a world download if you'd like to check this world out in more detail. So how this thing works is very simple. When the farm starts, all you have to do is hit this lever, and it'll push this piston over and make this observer clock activate, and then this will fire this dropper. And we have 24 piglins in here, which is just below the max entity cramming, so if we were to put one more in there, then they start suffocating, and that's why I've capped it at this many piglins. But this is actually a little bit too fast for these piglins to keep up with, so that's why we have this hopper down here. So the extra gold, instead of just sitting there and despawning eventually, will go into this hopper, into this dropper, and back into this dropper, and this hopper can keep up with the few pieces of gold that end up getting strayed by this farm. And then over here we have the item collection system, and this actually had to be a lot bigger than you would think because of how fast the items come through. We actually get 14,400 trades per hour with this farm, which is very, very fast because that's just the amount of trades, and the amount of items for that is a lot more because you'll get like anywhere from 1 to maybe 20 items per trade. And then, so how we do this is we have this hopper minecart, which is actually on 4 different blocks at the same time. It's on this block right there, and all these blocks with the hopper minecarts below them, and then it splits into all 4 of these hopper minecarts, which split into 3 other hoppers. And the reason we don't have hoppers underneath this is because it would be a lot harder to set up a storage system for it, and also it wasn't necessary anyways. So that's why we need to have 12 different hoppers to actually keep up with this farm, and these are all the chests that come out of it. You could also sort all the items, and you could also make this go down a lot further so that you could have more storage. But I've just decided to keep it simple with 1 layer, like I normally do, so that you can just duplicate this to make your storage system. So now I'm going to show you what the farm looks like when it's in action. So if I flick this lever, then we'll be getting gold coming out of this dispenser very, very fast. The piglins will eventually start trading, and it looks like that's what they're doing right now. As you can see, the items get sucked out of this hopper so fast, and they get into these droppers down here. Sorry, hopper minecarts. As you can see, they're being dispersed right now. And if we look in these chests, we should be getting a bunch of items. Like, we already have a ton of items just in this chest. A bunch of items in this chest, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, and all the way over here as well. This thing is incredibly fast. You could also build a bunch of these next to each other. You could probably use the same observer clock if you really wanted to for multiple of these right next to each other. And also, when I'm going to stop this, we can just flick this lever and the farm will stop. After a little bit, obviously the ones that are trading right now have to stop trading. And now we should get no more items coming through these hoppers. And we got a bunch of stuff from this. So we got this, 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 and this, just for maybe like less than a minute, maybe 45 seconds at most of AFKing. So as you can see, this thing's very fast. It can keep up with 14,400 trades per hour, just like I said earlier. And now for the materials. If we look in this chest, we need all of this stuff, and a few things I need to clarify are these can be any type of full block, these can be any type of slab, this can be any type of full solid block, and this can be any type of piglin, except it has to be a piglin that isn't a baby and that can pick up items, which I'm pretty sure is all of them. And then we need something to give them, so that could be like a carved pumpkin or something. You could also name them if you wanted to instead. And you could also use boots, because from this farm you actually do get iron boots from the trading sometimes, and sometimes the other piglins will pick it up before it gets sucked up, so you'll miss 24 iron boots before you start getting any, which normally doesn't matter, because normally when you make these piglin bartering farms you're not going for iron boots, but if you really wanted to, you could put the golden boots on them like I've done here. And then if we come back down here, here's the materials if you'd like to pause it and look at it again. The first thing you're going to want to do is find a nice area to build this farm, and this could be on the nether roof or below the nether ceiling, depending on what you want to do and what gold farm you made, because preferably you want to have this next to your gold farm, because it'd be a lot easier to turn the gold into the piglin's loot if you had it very close. But I also have a video in the description that is a tutorial for a gold farm that I made that also works in 1.16.3 that I actually made a few days ago. So then we're going to start building this. So the first thing we're going to want to do is place 4 rows of double chests right here, and then place hoppers going into all of those, and then place 2 rows of double chests on this side, and then hoppers going into these. Then you're going to want to place a block and then go with another row of double chests, and this one's going to be 4 blocks as well, just like the opposite side, and then put hoppers against these. And then we're going to have another row of 2 double chests on this side with hoppers behind them, so that we have this little circle just like this. Then you're going to want to place some blocks in the middle, and then place 4 rails just like that, and then 2 rails right here. Then you can break these 2 rails, then put honey blocks on all these sides, and then hopper minecarts on these blocks. Then you can break these rails, and then place honey blocks on these sides as well, and then we can just stand in the middle and push them into the edge. And if we press F3 and B, then they should be a little bit into the blocks and all of these sides, which that looks good. Once you've done that, you're going to want to come to one of these hopper minecarts and place a block right here with a block above that, and then go 2 blocks up from that. Break this block and place a sticky piston facing downwards. This actually doesn't have to be a sticky piston. And then you can break this block right here as well. Then you're going to want to activate this with a lever. You can do it from the side so it breaks, or you can just activate it and deactivate it and break it afterwards. And then you're going to want to break this block. Then you're going to want to place a rail with a hopper minecart on top of that, and then put a grindstone right here as well as right here. And then you're going to want to break this rail and push this hopper minecart into the edge of these blocks, and it should look just like this. If we press F3 and B to show the hitboxes, we can see that it's hovering over all 4 of these hopper minecarts, just barely, just like that. And it's also going over this one a little bit as well. And then we can break these grindstones. Then you're going to want to place a block right here with a block above it, and then a block above this hopper minecart. Break those and place a block right here. And then you're going to want to come over to this side and place a piston facing downwards, just like that, and then place a lever, activate and deactivate it, and then you can break this block, and it should look just like this. And then you're going to want to place a temporary block right here with blocks on all sides of it, and you can break this block. And then you're going to want to place blocks like this, slabs like that, and you're going to want to leave this one open. And then you're going to want to put all 24 of your piglins in here, and you're going to want to make them have something that they wear or a name tag. And I would recommend having them wear boots if you want to get the iron boots more early, because sometimes they trade iron boots and the other piglins will wear them if they don't already have gold boots. And then once you put all of the piglins in here, you can close this up. After that, place a block right here with a sticky piston on top of that and a lever behind that sticky piston. Then you're going to want to place a double chest right here with a hopper on top of that, and then a temporary block right here with an observer facing downwards, and you can break that block. Then you're going to want to place a bunch of slabs on top of these, just like that, and come down here and place a solid block underneath the observer with a note block below that. And then you're going to want to place a dropper facing upwards, a dropper facing sideways, just like that. Then place a block right here, a temporary block right here, and a block right here. You can break this and put a slab on top of that. Then you're going to want to come back over here, and you're going to want to grab a hopper and place a hopper going into that, as well as replace this block with a hopper going into that dropper. Once you've done that, it should look just like that. But after that, the farm is complete. So if you like this video, then please give it a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please subscribe. And if you really like to support this channel, then you can also become a member to the channel if you'd like to. And don't forget to check out the gold farm video in the description if you've not yet built a gold farm for this. And yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.